Premier Bank presents Today on 2, and we are broadcasting, as always, live at channel2coleman.com, where we also archive all of our programs.
Right.
This is the Friday after Thanksgiving, known to a lot of people as Black Friday. We will talk about that after we check the weather and see what's going on this weekend. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. The Weather Almanac for the 29th of November in Coleman, Alabama. The average high is 58, the average low is 38, the record high 76 in 1970, the record low 13 in 1955. Sunset this evening at 8 minutes after 5 and sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:56. Here's our forecast. It will be sunny for you shoppers today with a high of 51, clear tonight, low of 27. Sunny again tomorrow. High of 54, should be good weather for the Iron Bowl tomorrow. On Sunday, sunny with a high around 55. Monday, a slight chance of rain with a high around 58. So there's our weather forecast for this weekend. Paige is a veteran Black Friday shopper. Yeah. What did you do?
We went to Walmart.
At what time?
Early. And by early, I mean Thursday night.
Thursday.
Yes.
Well, I know you mentioned last week, last time we talked about this.
Yes.
You were a little disappointed that the stores didn't open like at 3 in the morning.
Yes.
You went and got in line at midnight.
Yes.
But it's changed.
It's
Some of the
changed.
stores now open
On Thursday
evening.
Evening, not even close to midnight. It's very sad.
So which did you do?
We did
you
both.
Still get there before they opened?
It was hard to, well, Walmart was open, I think, like all day. So I think people were just able to
all day yesterday?
go in and out.
Oh.
So,
so they still have those like 1 hour specials, that kind of thing?
yes. So Walmart was always really hard to get into, even on a regular day. So imagine Black Friday.
Yeah.
It was hard. So, yes.
How about the other stores?
We went to Belk, and Belk is usually pretty crowded too. So boots were flying.
So anybody that is going shopping, say right after our show.
Yes. Too late. You're too late.
Oh, you're too late.
You're too late.
Don't
go. Let me have all the deals.
All the good stuff is gone.
Right.
Which makes it a lot easier for people like me to shop because the selection.
You won't shop.
Well, the selection is a lot smaller.
Well, yes, that's true.
You don't have
Here, honey, this is what I got you for Christmas because it was the last thing left.
Yes, exactly. The last thing on the shelf. It's very easy to shop that way.
Oh, no.
And it's always on sale.
So this is why you wait till the last minute to do your Christmas shopping.
You got it figured
It narrows
out.
your options.
Sure.
You don't have as many. There you go.
That's right.
I understand your logic now after all these years. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess.
Works for me. Okay, let's see. Let's get on to our program. Who's our Facebook friend for today?
Our Facebook friend of the day today is Ryan Borwick, and he likes Fox News and Alabama football.
Hey, I know him.
Yeah. He will also receive a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Sam's Barbecue.
Okay, what do we have lined up for our program today?
We have Johnny Thornton on the show, and y'all are going to talk about Iron Bowl madness that is going to be happening.
Yes, you're not going to participate in that?
I'm going to be out shopping.
Okay. I will talk to Johnny about the Iron Bowl. We'll continue our program with our merchant ads and see who wins our birthday for the week right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Welcome back to Today on 2. We want to show you our merchant ads, even though we don't have a quiz for today, but we want to bring you up to date with what we have. So here we go with our merchant ads for today. And we start with the UPS store. They have all your Christmas shipping needs. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6. Saturday, 8 to 2, closed on Sunday. They're in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
And Autotech Repair and Service, they have electronic diagnostics there. They offer major engine repairs, transmission, brake repairs, foreign and domestic repairs as well. That's at Autotech.
Mullins Body Shop, 50 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. You can still count on them each and every day. Call Sonny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop.
And AmeriGas is now Coast Gas. They have a different name, but the same personnel. They have a fall tank set special going on right now. It's a 24-hour on-call service, a 24/7 answering service, and competitive pricing. That's at Coast Gas.
Brown & Company Beverages, a specialty wine and beer store, now featuring flavors for fall and winter. Yes, winter-flavored beers are available at Brown & Company Beverages.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. Call Holly Mullins today to book. Her number is 2620-JOLLY, and she has licensed inflatables available.
Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore just down the road, where books are always on sale. Used books half price each and every day at Deb's Bookstore.
And Night Free Insurance Agency, they've been providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations. They're one of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners. You can visit them at nightfreeinsurance.com.
Stereo Center, your Radio Shack store, can customize your sound. They have surround sound for home theaters. Oh, Paige, you could watch the Iron Bowl in surround sound.
And Grand Point Pharmacy, think outside the box for the season. Their gift shop is open right now. They have ginger snap jewelry, distinctive coffee flavors, case knives, and grapes. Look, Dennis, you could buy your Christmas presents right now at Grand Point Pharmacy.
That's right. The Wellness and Aquatic Center will be open, and if you put a few extra pounds on, there's the place to go to reduce a little bit. They have weights, cardio, and professional training.
And Baldwin Counseling Center, having problems, need to talk or want privacy? Well, Dr. Howard Rogers is the person to contact. He offers weight loss, individual and family counseling, even lifestyle coaching. That's Baldwin Counseling Center.
Huntsville Guns and Ammo. Paul targets high prices. Pay just 15% above wholesale right now at Huntsville Guns and Ammo.
And Highway 278 Pickers, they are making progress right now. So they have 200 new booths coming. They have fashion, jewelry, artifacts, so many things there at Highway 278 Pickers.
Home of the original breaded burger is the Busy Bee Cafe, and they announced that they have German meals on the menu all the time. Friday and Saturday from 2 until 9 o'clock.
And Ed White Jewelers is a Christmas tradition for 51 years. Experience the holidays with a gift they'll remember and cherish. There on Highway 31 across from Sportsman's Lake Park.
Earl's Body Shop. They do towing, large and small, local or long distance. Earl's Body Shop on Highway 31 North, or check their web address, earlsbodyshop.com.
And BeFit is a new fitness facility in downtown Coleman. They're $50 per month, a month-to-month with no contract. Their membership includes a certified personal trainer. That's BeFit.
Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, counting down the days till Christmas. A store-wide selection of holiday gifts for every budget. Count on Yates Chance for the holidays. Keep Christ in Christmas.
And the UPS store has all your Christmas shipping needs Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 8 to 2. They are closed on Sundays and located on 2nd Avenue.
Auto Tech Repair and Service, doing major engine repairs, transmission repair, brake repair. They do it all on all vehicles, foreign and domestic. County Road 1354 in Vinemont.
Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop.
AmeriGas is now Coast Gas. Different name, but the same people. They have a fall tank set special, 24-hour service, competitive pricing, located on Eva Road near Highway 157.
Brown & Company Beverages, they are a specialty wine and beer store with the taste of fall. Seasonal beers are in stock. Wine and beer tastings are there at Brown & Company Beverages.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. Call Holly Mullins to book today, 256-620. Call Jolly, and those are the merchant ads that we have for today. We'll look at our birthdays for the rest of the weekend, today and the weekend, right after we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hello, I'm Zach Wood with Premier Bank. Come by and see us about our Christmas loan special. 'Tis the season for extra cash and the rates are low. Certain restrictions do apply.
Well, let's see, who do we have for birthdays for today on the 29th of November?
On this Friday, Debbie Jackson and Landon Campbell celebrate a birthday.
And let's see who wins our prize. And we have the ice cream cake from Dairy Queen as our prize for our weekly winner. And our winner is Gracie Gilly.
Yes.
Gracie's birthday was earlier this week. And coming up next, we'll look at our community billboards and the weather.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits, putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fit.
That's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelry.
Putting on the Ritz.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And the Christmas Festival and Market at St. John's Church will be held on Saturday, December the 14th. And they have a candy cane lane, all kinds of vendors available, so go and visit them. Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard that you would like to send to us, please email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
Weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Sunny today, a high of 51. Clear tonight, low of 27. Sunny again tomorrow with a high of 54.
This is corporate headquarters. As you can see, I have a unique business. How do I compete with the big boys? Got this fancy business address, a marketing department, distribution center, and a great team. even a cafeteria.
That's mine.
From packing and shipping to printing and mailbox services, come into the UPS store for everything a small business needs.
I love logistics.
Watches, rings, and those beautiful diamonds. You know where. Coleman's Jewelry Store since 1962, with selection and quality beyond compare.
Shop Ed White Jewelers for the good stuff.
Ed White Jewelers, Highway 31 North in Coleman.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
Watches, rings, and those beautiful diamonds. You know where. Coleman's Jewelry Store since 1962, with selection and quality beyond compare.
Shop Ed White Jewelers for the good stuff.
Ed White Jewelers, Highway 31 North in Coleman.
Now what is the worst?
Last minute Christmas shopping.
Right.
This year,
We start right after Halloween.
we still have months. We are in good shape. Lots of time.
Lots of time.
Is that a Christmas tree?
I think so.
In a rush? Come to the UPS store and we'll pack and ship all your gifts.
I love logistics!
That's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers.
That's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers.
And that's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers too. Ho, 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 ho.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Johnny Thornton is our guest today. Johnny and I love to just sit around and talk sports. And wow, what a weekend to talk about tomorrow. Is this the most memorable Iron Bowl, you think?
Well, as far as the hype leading up to the game, there's no question about it, especially after what happened 2 weeks ago with the miracle at Jordan Hare. That's what elevated this game to where it is for the first time in the history since they gone into division play in the SEC, that Alabama and Auburn are playing for the division championship against each other. You know, in the past, one team would always play for the opportunity to win the West Division. Now both of them are playing against each other to determine who is going to go to the championship game. And the irony is also this weekend we'll find out who's going to be the champion of the East if Missouri beats Johnny Football and Texas A&M, or if they don't, then it's South Carolina going back to Atlanta next week.
You know, it seems, now this isn't the first time that it's happened where both divisions, the last game of the regular season, determine the winner, but it is odd that you have both of them that way.
Yeah, I cannot remember the last time that the final week of the regular season where both division titles are up for grabs.
Yeah.
That makes it interesting of what's going on as far as there is parity in the Southeastern Conference this year, even though I believe the league is a little bit down, but it's still competitive.
No doubt about that. Well, break down the Iron Bowl. Tell us. What's going to happen?
Well, I think it's going to be a case where Alabama comes in knowing what they got to do, because they're on the verge of continuing the dynasty. And they've been in this situation before of big games as far as their skilled players and things like that. So they know what it's all about. You know, they won't be phased going into Jordan-Hare compared to going into Kyle Field or going last year into Tiger Stadium. They know what it's all about to get the job done. Auburn is learning about what is happening in these type games as far as they are still a young and up-and-coming, growing football team. Nobody realistically thought Auburn would be 10-1 going into the Alabama game. If they did, then they must have been living on another planet.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that the Auburn coaches even thought they would
I agree with that, Dennis. I don't think so. I had them possibly 6-6. I just said at the start of the season, I didn't know who they was going to beat in the SEC as far as, you know, they beat the Mississippi teams. They go to A&M and knock them off, because they outscored them and outplayed them at the end.
Yep.
And they played, you know, a good half with LSU, and then, you know, it was a miraculous victory that almost turned into defeat against Georgia. And as far as for Auburn, that emotion from the ending of that game could possibly be a letdown for this one.
If you were the defensive coordinator for Auburn, Ellis Johnson, how would you try to stop Alabama's offense?
You got to play assignment football. You just got to. You can't worry about one. You got to worry about two running backs, a fullback, two or three receivers, and an up-and-coming tight end. I mean, Alabama is very balanced, and they have a quarterback that is a game manager. A.J. McCarron is a very fine young man. He's a good person. Is he one of the greatest Alabama quarterbacks? I don't necessarily think so, but he's the winningness. But I'll say he goes out there and manages the game as far as completes between 60 and 70% of his passes, has several touchdowns and very few interceptions, and doesn't make mistakes. That's why he wins games, because when they need plays, he gets it, and they can pick a team apart.
I've thought this year, as good a season, great season maybe that Auburn has had, their defense gets overlooked. Although the Georgia game they let down in the fourth quarter, no doubt about that. But I think that their defense will rise to the occasion against Alabama.
I think they have the opportunity to do so. And one thing about it is this is a team. This is no superstars.
Right.
Who is really the best player for Auburn, in my opinion, is Trey Mason. Nick Marshall's done a great job of running that offense, and everybody's bought into Gus Malzahn's system this year, but they still are developing. This team is not where they want to be. I think they've a little bit overachieved, because how many people thought they were going to be 10-1 going into this game, and now the expectations of next year, already talking about, are they going to be contending for the West title? Are they going to contend for a possible BCS championship? Will they be a top 5 preseason ranking next year because of return a majority of the players?
A lot of teams are running this fast break offense, to use a basketball term. Baylor, Oregon, Auburn. Does Auburn's offense differ from those other teams?
I think a little bit, because they run 70% of the time, and the thing about it is they're executing. That's why they don't throw it that often. But they need to develop more of a passing game, and when they get in situations, if the running game is to be shut down. I think it may not be shut down this Saturday. I think it will be slowed up. The key for Alabama is going to be anchored by C.J. Mosley as far as reading the keys. You know, he anchors the defense, looking at the possible read option by Nick Marshall and Mason and any other type of trickery, maybe an end around or flanker screens and things like that.
The thing that, one statistic that I thought was kind of interesting, Auburn averages over 300 yards a game rushing. Alabama, under Coach Saban, has never given up 300 yards rushing to anybody in any game. You've got the best of one team against the best of the other team. That's quite a matchup.
Absolutely, but I think the best of one team is going to outdo the other. I just don't see Auburn getting 300 yards rushing. They're just Alabama's defense is good. They don't have the great players like they did from the previous 2-3 years. I mean, Mosley is the most recognized player on that team. I think they have good athleticism in the secondary. Without Vinny Sincerity, they don't have a leader. And they have good people on the front line of scrimmage. but Mosley is what makes that defense go. And the way he plays, I believe, is the way they play, especially the way they played in that second half against LSU.
Let's skip ahead a week. For whoever wins the Iron Bowl, now you're in the SEC championship, you're going to have a letdown?
Possible. Depends also on the other side of that game. If Missouri wins, they could be a little flat.
They could be.
I mean, for beating A&M with the heralded Heisman.
Right. And if Missouri loses, you got South Carolina.
Yeah. And for South Carolina to come in ready, they need to play very well against Clemson.
But they could lose to Clemson, isn't going to hurt them.
Right. It doesn't hurt them, but what they want is momentum, because if they didn't win the SEC championship game, they would want to possibly be the at-large team in the BCS and possibly go to the Sugar Bowl if Alabama runs the table.
Yeah. This weekend is just loaded with the matchups of the rivalries, and so many of them mean something this year.
Yeah, that's what makes college football, so great, especially at the end of the year when you get on Thanksgiving weekend, when you got Ohio State and Michigan, Southern Cal and UCLA, and you have Alabama, Auburn, and now the development in the last 10 years of South Carolina, Clemson. And the only game that really hits rock bottom this year is the one down in Gainesville with my fledgling Gators and Florida State. My opinion is about Will Muschamp. He's got to be dismissed.
Yeah, okay, because I wondered, I know you follow the Gators,
Yes.
so you think they need a coaching change?
Yes, I do. They need a head coach, not a coordinator. Also, all of a sudden, they lost the edge on recruiting down there. They're behind Florida State, Miami, and Central Florida.
Well, yeah, you've got a lot of schools.
Exactly.
Florida.
I mean, all of a sudden, they're just barely above Florida International, Florida Atlantic, as far as they're not getting the talent that they did during Urban Meyer's days, especially it's all went downhill after Tim Tebow left.
If you were the AD at Florida, who would you like to hire?
I'll go with Mike Gundy of Oklahoma State, because he says, I'm a man. He would be the most logical choice to come in and develop a program. He, basically every year, 9-10 wins.
Yeah.
He's got his team on the verge of winning the Big 12 if they beat Oklahoma next week in Norman. And then they go to a BCS game, they'll go to the Fiesta Bowl. That'd be my choice, would be Mike Gundy.
But why would he want to leave that and get in the SEC?
Just to be that he's a man.
I mean, look what happened to Bielema leaving Wisconsin.
I know.
He can't win a game.
Bielema was my choice of the four new coaches to come in and do well, and, Arkansas was just down.
Yeah.
Their talent is crummy. I mean, it's just all of a sudden,
Johnny, I was looking the other day. There are 4 new coaches in the SEC this year. Other than Coach Malzahn, the other 3, Kentucky and Tennessee, and who's the other? Arkansas. They have 1 win in the conference between the 3 schools. Did they improve themselves? It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Tennessee didn't. Arkansas certainly didn't, and Kentucky was just still the same.
Yeah, Kentucky just the same. Yeah, boy, it's interesting. You get a job in the SEC, and then you think, oh, my goodness, what have I gotten myself into?
Exactly. I wonder if Butch Jones is regretting that and not staying in Cincinnati.
Yeah, but I think Butch Jones will turn it around. I think Bielema will turn it around. Kentucky, I think, will always be the same.
Yeah, they'd be lucky to get 4 or 5 wins a year. They're just a basketball program.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Will Franklin leave Vandy?
Why?
Well, to make more money.
Well, that'd be the only reason. He's got a chance to beat another 8-win, 9-win season.
Yeah, but I would think he'll get a lot of job offers.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'll be taking a job at Southern Cal.
Oh, Lord. Okay, we're just about out of time. Who's going to win the Iron Bowl?
I'm taking Alabama, and I'll predict the score at 23-16. Both teams will have trouble scoring. They'll have to settle for field goals. Alabama knows what it's all about, and also they want the SEC wants them to be back in the spotlight, because if Auburn or Missouri winds up winning the SEC, they may not get in the BCS.
Oh, Okay, there you go. You heard it from Johnny Thornton. Thank you, my friend. Good to talk to you.
Pleasure.
That's our program for today. Thank you for watching Today on 2.